Oh my God, dog.
Me and her rarely saw eye to eye. Even with our first child, we did. When she found out she was pregnant with our daughter, she came to me and she was like, "Ryan, I'm pregnant. And just so you know, I'm not keeping it." Now, I'm raised Southern Baptist. I don't believe in abortions. I told her, I was like, "Look, I think God gave us this child for a reason. I think we'll be amazing parents." And she was like, "Ryan, I respect how you're raised, but I was just telling you as a courtesy." At the end of the day,
tonight,
my choice.
from Mercedes-Benz Stadium,
Ladies, it is your body, your choice, fellas. Don't ever forget it's their body, their choice. I don't care what the Supreme Court says. No man has the right to tell a woman what to do with her body. I understand this. I do. And I don't want
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Atlanta. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He's an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
On second down, Cook. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Let's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Allen off the play fake. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Allen Falcons' throw is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Allen going to change the look here. Allen looks to throw on second down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A complete to Drake London. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch here for London, and also a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down, here's Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Motion man is Shakir. Back to the ground. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 66 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On play action, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Motion man is Shakir. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Open man is Samuel, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
This nigga funny as hell, y'all.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Now back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. On
play action. Allen.
Damn!
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
What does that mean?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Motion man is Shakir. Throwing now is Allen. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Bass is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. A give left side to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Here's a screen for Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. To the right side, and he's got it complete. There he goes, right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. Now it's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Allen. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Cook up the gut. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Allen.
Oh, my God!
Intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't.
And now the rookie's free. And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment. But welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Motion man is Shakir. They try again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Yeah, that's funny.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games for whatever reason. Their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. He'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
2 able to connect on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Grant. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Allen off the play fake. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 32. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. Second and 4. That's going to be caught by Pitts. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Drew knocks this one through the post. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And now out come the Bills. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
What?
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
In motion right is Davis. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 3. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Given 6 yards, and they do convert on third. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
A give. This is Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. Well,
you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Falcons offense set to go. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 161 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd and 3. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Who able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 7, 2:01 remaining. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Robinson up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to
hey, man, we want to feature you as one of the top 5 clean comedians in the country. At this time, okay, thank you.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
I'm not even good, though. I'm not. But I've been in church all my life. And they talk about this thing called favor. So when you get it, stop acting like you don't deserve it.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Called the Eden Rock Hotel. I don't know if y'all have been to Miami, but Miami, the women there are naked and unashamed. And they're not even trying to be provided. That's just a way of life. And so I get down to Miami, and I film the little show. I do my set. I had a good set. And that night after the show,
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Poppy, you were so funny tonight, Poppy. And I couldn't even enjoy it because I'm thinking the only person who will understand.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
And now it's popping, and she not here. I couldn't even enjoy the coconuts. My manager was like, call your wife. I said, the devil is a lie. Girl kicked me out that apartment. Next day, I get on the flight on my way back to Houston. And this is when God shows up. I knew he was coming. That's why I was trying to hurry up and get the divorce. Because I knew he was going to show up. My cousin Reggie was my lawyer. He been married and divorced twice. I hired him because he know how to do it. But he fumbling my paperwork. So I'm on the flight back to Houston. And I remember vividly, this is what God said. God said, my God, let me get this straight. Oh, y'all think he talk like my child. That's how y'all think? That's why you miss hearing him. He says, my God, let me get this straight. So you getting ready to divorce this girl because she do a few things you don't like. Yet, I have not divorced you. And you truck, I drive straight to Erica's apartment because it's her apartment. And let me say this, stop feeling bad for women. Because, you know, that's what people are like, oh, I feel so bad for her. Stop feeling bad for women because Erica was having the time of her life. The time of her life. Right? So I just pop up over there. She answered the door. I said, look here, we got to get back together. She's like, why? I said, we got to get back together because God has spoken. Let the church. Amen. We get back together. And it's worse.